Alright guys, coming back at y'all with another video. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the new card coming up this weekend. Renato Moicano versus Chris Duncan. The best card of all time. Nah, I'm very being sarcastic there. This card is fucking dog shit. And we're just going to be talking about why this card is dog shit and like just giving y'all some insight on what's really going on here with the UFC. And like, this is the card we're getting dealt to this week on a normal Saturday in April, the first card of April. We're gonna get this dog shit sent to us, and yeah, it's really not much we can really do about it either. And I'm just gonna go over this card, tell y'all. We're just gonna briefly go over the card. So first, we got Kai Kamaka versus Dakota Hope. I don't have to talk about that fight. I never seen either one of them fight. Don't know. Melissa Gatto versus Dion Barbosa. Dog shit. Trayshawn Gore versus Azmat Bakayev. It's a whatever fight. Trayshawn Gore sucks. It's a whatever fight. It's a 4 out of 10 fight, guys. It's a 4 out of 10. Alice Peretta versus Haley Cohen. Boys. Now this, not playing. This fight sucks as well. Orlando Banata versus Darius Flowers. 2 bums. Like, come on. The hardcores like this fight, though, right? The hardcores like this fight. No, it's not good. Alexandro Costa versus Stuart Nickel. It's actually not a bad fight. Alexander Costa is actually a pretty decent fighter, so I'm not too mad about that fight. We have Gulrian Pat versus Thomas Peterson. Another awful fight. So far on the prelims, let's say you started watching the card, you sat on your couch, you got here early because you're a hardcore UFC fan, and you turn on these fights. There's not one fight on here that you can be realistically excited for. I get Coach is a fun fighter for flyweight, but like, who's he fighting? You know? Like, this is all dog shit. So far you have a bunch of dog shit in prelims, and that's fine. You know, it's prelims. It is what it is. Some cards are gonna have dog shit. Let's get to the main card. So we got Jose Delano versus Robert Rachula. It's just another throwaway fight. Tommy McMillan versus Manalo. I'm gonna try to say his last name. Zucchini. Sorry, I'm bad at saying names, boys and girls. Yeah, Tommy McMillan's not a bad fighter. I mean, he's an exciting prospect. Better say that. So, interesting storylines to that fight. So, I'm excited for that fight in terms of storyline. Is it high level? Don't know. Another good fight. Ethan Ewing versus Rafael Esteban. Banger. This is a banger. I'm actually excited for this fight. Guys. This is actually a really good fight. As Ethan Ewing just be Wellmaker. He was like plus 800, I believe, and he won that fight. So everyone's pretty high on him now. He's a young guy. And versus Rafael Esteban, I think he's undefeated Brazilian versus the American. Sign me up. That's a good fight. Abdul Rahman Rakovic versus Brenton Ribeiro. At least it's a good prospect on the card. I think it's like minus 900 to win, but like it's still a good prospect. Verna versus Tabitha Ricci. Co-main event. Like, who cares? It's a relevant fight to the division, but who cares, man? Who cares? Who cares, brother? And then the main event, Renato Moicano versus Chris Duncan. Oh man, if you watch this card entirely, you're a sick fuck. You're a fucking sick fuck. Renato Moicano, Chris Duncan. I mean, it's a good fight. Is it a main event? No. Just whatever. It's whatever. And the fight's the fight. The UFC threw the fight together. It is what it is. Okay, now we're gonna be talking about like like why are we getting this card? This is a disgrace to the UFC, in my opinion. Out of this whole card, you can't pick really any good fights out of it. You can pick this is a decent fight, but it's not a good main event. But it's a good fight to watch at least. This is probably the only good fight, and this card two good fights on the whole card, and then an interesting fight. Everything else is dog shit. So, and the bad part about these cards and the why the UFC is still gonna do them. I mean, obviously it saves them money, so that's the reason why they do it in the first place. But people hype them up. People hype these cards up on Twitter all day. Like, oh my god, what a knockout! Like you're gonna see this dude knock the shit out of him out because he's minus 900, and everyone's gonna be like going crazy on Twitter. Oh my god, this UFC Fight Night card's crazy. When in reality, it's a scrub getting knocked out by a contender. Same with like one of these, like Thomas Peterson versus fucking Pat, could be a knockout. Or this fight could be a knockout. This fight could be a knockout. This fight could be a knockout. And the UFC can get lucky and have a bunch of exciting fights on the card, and it can make the card look a lot better than it actually did perform. And the card could be shit on paper, and the UFC doesn't have to sell any seats because they're at the Apex. There's no fans really, just a little bit of fans that can go. So basically, they can throw together a piece of shit card like this and get no. They don't gotta sell any seats, so they can just throw together whatever the fuck, and people are gonna watch it, and nobody pushes back because people on Twitter hype it up, and you're gonna have Nina Drama hyping it up on Twitter, and that's Dana White's media now. Nina Drama, the fucking girl that just promotes her. Man, it's bad. It's bad. It's as bad as it gets, and it's very hard to watch this because at one point the UFC wasn't like this. The UFC was not like this at all, and now it's come to this the spot where Chris Duncan versus Moicano is our main event. It's really a disgrace, and really you can only blame yourself. Because if you're not talking shit about the card on Twitter or with your friends or commenting on their Dana White shit saying this card sucks, then like you're not doing your part. If you're on Twitter hyping this shit up, fucking talking about the betting odds and all this bullshit and fucking sucking Dana off for this card, you're the problem, and you're the reason why we're getting these cards every week shoved down our throats. Because it saves the UFC money. They're going to keep doing it over and over and over again. Dana White's been saying we're going to come out of the Apex for like 4 years now. It's never happened. So we're going to keep getting these cards. And it sucks. It does suck. But there's not much we can really do, to be honest, other than just speak up about it. And hopefully Dana White will finally get rid of it, because the Apex is killing the UFC day in and day out. I feel like 95% of cards are Apex cards now for fight nights. Like let's look at these coming up events. Let's look. So we have a great fight card in UFC 327. Okay, let's look at this Burns versus Mallet card. Let's look. So you got Gilbert Burns versus Mike Malott. It's a whatever main event. You have Kyler Phillips versus Charles Jourdain. Actually, a good fight. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hate on that fight. Jasmine Chavizos versus Karine Silva. Could be worse. It could be worse. Mendel Nalo versus Jai Herbert. Whatever. JJ Aldridge. I didn't know she was in the UFC still. Okay, whatever. Like what? Dog shit. Tanner Bozer, dog shit. Mitch Rapasso versus Alan Nascimento. Alan Nascimento is actually pretty good. So whatever. And then Melissa, dog shit. Okay, so like it's just like there's only 2 fights that are decent on this card, man. Like let's look at another one. Let's look at another one for y'all. We're not gonna be able to look at it. Oh, all right. The internet went out, but we're back. Let's look at this next card. We're gonna go to Sterling versus Zalal. Decent main event, actually. Really good main event. Davey Grant versus Juan Martini. Whatever. Montel Jackson versus Renal. Sorry. Barcelos. Couldn't say his name there, guys. Norman Dumont. Whatever. Actually, a pretty good fight. I'm actually excited about this fight. This is a really good fight. Fiala versus Rocha. Good fight. Silva, whatever. And then Dumas. Why is Dumas in the UFC still? But you get the point. Like the cards are not exciting for fight nights. They're not fun. And they got to be fixed. And all 3 of those were in the Apex as well. They're not traveling at all. So everyone's in the Apex. So even if the fights are good, they're boring, dude. Because the Apex is such a dead environment. Like, I don't know. That's really all I got for y'all today. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this card. Am I panicking too much? Not panicking. Am I overreacting about how dog shit this card is? But yeah, let me know what y'all think. And let me know who y'all will have winning. I have Chris Duncan by probably KO beating Moicano. I don't think Moicano's all that good, and I'm gonna go. We'll do some quick picks here before we head out here. Chris Duncan. We're gonna go to Tabitha Ricci. We're gonna go Abdul by KO. We're gonna go Patrick Ewing by decision. Tommy McMillan by whatever he wants. I think he's like minus 900. I don't know how. He looked like shit in his Dana White Contender Series fight, so I don't really know anything about either one of these guys. We're gonna go Robert. We're gonna go Pat. We're gonna go Costa. We're gonna go Flowers by decision. We're gonna go Perdetta by decision. We're gonna go Asmat by KO. Let's go Gato by decision. The people's main event, guys. This is the people's main event. If you ain't watching this fight, you're not a fucking fan. You're not a fan of the sport. And then we're going to go probably Hope. I don't know either one of these guys, so we're going to Hope. Yeah, that's it, boys. That's it for the video. Let me know what y'all think about the card. And let me know what y'all think we should do to get us out of the Apex. How are we going to stop Dana White from doing this shit? Because this Paramount era has been dog shit. We got to step up to the plate. We got to do something about it. But that's it for y'all. Peace.